Hi subscribers, today I am going to give the concept of horizontal projectile motion. A bomb is dropped from an aeroplane, so the projectile is reached to the ground is horizontal projectile motion. Now I am giving in detail.
Right.
Let the projectile be projected with an initial velocity u from a height of a building or a tower, then finally reaching to the ground. The point of projection to the reached plane is called range. And next, the time taken by the projectile to reach the ground is time of flight. Here, acceleration A is resolved into two components. Ax is horizontally 0 and Ay is equal to g. This initial velocity we resolve into two components along horizontally. Ux is equal to u and uy is equal to 0. Now I am calculating time of flight. We know that s is equal to ut plus of at square. So sy is equal to uyt plus of ayt square. Here sy means maximum height of a tower. H is equal to uy is 0 and t plus of ayg, then t square. Therefore h is equal to of zt square. So t is equal to root over 2h by g. This equation refers to the time of flight. Now we have to calculate a horizontal range. Horizontal range is nothing but the distance between the reference point of projection to the reached plane is called horizontal range. So range is equal to initial component velocity ux into time of flight. So range ux is u and time of flight equation is root over 2h by g. Therefore r is equal to u into root over 2h by g. This is the equation refers to the horizontal range of projectile. Velocity at a point p at any instant time. A projectile is projected from a height h with an initial velocity u, then reaching to the point p. The final velocity of the projectile we resolve into two components, along horizontally vx, along vertically vy. Here v is equal to root over vx square plus vy square. So from this diagram we can calculate vx is equal to u. Next vy we can calculate by using v is equal to u plus at, vy is equal to uy plus ayt. Here uy is equal to 0, therefore ay is zt, therefore vy is equal to zt. So we know that vy and vx, by substituting vx and vy value we get u square plus g square t square root under root of trajectory equation of trajectory for the horizontal projectile. A projectile is projected from a height of a building or a tower, then finally reaching to the ground. So the vertical displacement is y and horizontal displacement is x at this point P, x comma y. Here the initial velocity along x-axis ux is equal to uy. Next uy is equal to 0. Therefore s is equal to ut plus of at square. S is equal to ut plus of at square. Sx is equal to uxt plus of axt square, where sx is equal to x and ux is equal to u. Therefore ax is equal to 0. Acceleration here ax value is 0, ay is equal to z. Therefore x is equal to u into t. This is 0. Therefore x is equal to u into t implies t is equal to x by u. This is the equation number 1. Now we can calculate this is the displacement, horizontal displacement. Next vertical displacement. Sy is equal to uyt plus of ay t square. Vertical displacement Sy is equal to uy plus of uyt plus of ayt square. So Sy means y, uy is 0, of a is equal to g of gt square. Therefore y is equal to of gt square. Equation number 2. From 1 t is equal to x by u. Therefore y is equal to of g into x by u whole square. Y is equal to of g into x square by u square. Therefore y is equal to k x square. Since k is equal to g by 2u square. The above equation reveals that the equation of a parabola. So the path of the projectile is a parabola. We have discussed the horizontal projectile motion, time of flight, horizontal range, and velocity at a point P at any instant time. Now I am giving direction of a projectile. A projectile is projected from a height h, then it is reaching finally to the ground. At this point P, there is a final velocity we resolve into two components, Vx, Vy. Therefore Vx is equal to u, Vy is equal to zt. Now the direction of projectile can be written as tan theta is equal to, this is the right angle triangle, so Vy by Vx. Theta is equal to tan inverse of Vy by Vx. Theta is equal to tan inverse of Vy means gt and Vx is u. So this is the equation refers to the direction of a projectile. Reaching to ground, V is equal to root over u square plus 2gh. V square minus u square is equal to 2gh. From that equation we can write V is equal to u square plus 2gh. Now I am calculating angle of elevation. Angle of elevation. We projected a projectile from a height h. This is the angle of elevation alpha, and the point of projection reference point to the reaching plane is called range. From the diagram, tan alpha is equal to opposite by adjacent, where h is equal to of gt square by using s is equal to ut plus half square, then r is equal to u into root over 2h by g. By substituting these values, we will get tan alpha is equal to here tan theta by 2. Tan theta by 2. This is the equation refers to the angle of elevation is equal to tan theta by 2. This is the angle of elevation for the horizontal projectile. We have two cases for the horizontal projectile. Case 1. A projectile is projected above the ground and above the horizontal level. Above the horizontal level. Now I am giving the diagram. This is the top of the tower. Height of the tower to be h. This is the horizontal level. Now we projected above the horizontal level with an initial velocity u, and it makes an angle theta with the horizontal. Then finally it is reaching to the ground. Now we can calculate the time of flight. T is equal to 2u sin theta by g. Here u is resolved into two components. Therefore, time taken by the projectile to reach the ground. So that is h is equal to minus u sin theta plus of gt square. And next, distance from the tower to the reached plane, x is equal to u cos theta into t. So this is the case 1. So a projectile is projected below the horizontal level. Look at here. This is the tower. Height to be h. Now the projectile is projected below the horizontal level with an initial velocity u. This is angle theta below the horizontal. We have to calculate the time of flight. T is equal to 2u sin theta by g, and time taken by the body to reach the ground is h is equal to u sin theta minus of gt square. And next, the distance between the point of projection to the reached plane x is equal to u cos theta into t. When a projectile is projected from an aeroplane, so the objective reach into the ground, a pilot with respect to ground, the projectile appears or path of the projectile to be straight line. An observer with respect to ground is parabola. Some important topic about NEET and IIT JEE. Two projectiles are projected from the same tower with certain angle. See here we have two projectiles. Two projectiles are projected from the same tower. One of the projectile velocity is u1, another one is u2. Then they reaches, the time is same, therefore t is equal to root over u1 u2 by 2 into cot theta by 2. So this is the one of the shortcut for the entrance. Next we have one of the projectile is projected from one tower to another tower. One of the tower height be h1, another tower height be h2. So this projectile is projecting from one tower to another tower. Therefore the time taken by the projectile can be written as 2 into h1 minus h2 by g, and the distance between the two tower is d is equal to, here d is equal to u into t. Another important concept, a ball is rolling on the staircase of a building. A ball is rolling on the top surface of the staircase to the nth step of the staircase of our building. Height of each step is h and breadth is b. So n steps are crossing by the ball. Therefore s is equal to ut plus of at square. From this equation there is horizontal acceleration is 0, so we can write mb is equal to ut, equation number 1. Next, by using this above equation s is equal to ut plus half square only, we can write nh is equal to of zt square, equation 2. From 1 and 2, we can write the number of steps crossed by the ball is 2hu square by gb square. N is equal to 2hu square by gb square. That is the one important concept. Another most important topic for IIT JEE Advanced is inclined plane projectile motion. Let the angle of inclination is beta. Now the projectile is projected from the bottom of the inclined plane, then finally reaching to the at the top of the inclined plane. So the projectile is projected with an initial velocity u with an angle alpha, then finally reaching to the up of the inclined plane. So we can take the reference point along x-axis. This is x dash, and there is a y-axis y dash. Alpha plus beta is the total angle from the horizontal. Now we have to calculate the time of flight for the inclined plane projectile. Next, range of projectile. Third one is maximum height of projectile. To calculate all these things, first you should divide the initial component velocity and the acceleration due to gravity. The acceleration due to gravity, which is resolved into two components, that is g cos beta and g sin beta. Here u is resolved into ux is equal to u cos alpha plus beta, uy is equal to u sin alpha plus beta. To gravity, we resolve into two components. So this is g is acting downward, so which is resolved into two components. Therefore g cos beta, next g sin beta. Therefore a perpendicular means minus g cos beta, a parallel is equal to minus g sin beta. Now we want to calculate the time of flight. By using this equation, we will get the time of flight. So where small t is equal to capital T, then s is throughout the displacement of the particle is 0. So 0 is equal to uy capital T of z g t square. Therefore you can take it as this is a downward negative. So of zt square is equal to uyt, and tt cancel. Therefore t is equal to 2uy by g. This g we can write it as there is a perpendicular value, that is the t is equal to 2uy means u sin of alpha plus beta by g cos square beta. Sin alpha plus beta by g cos beta. Now maximum height. We know that S is equal to ut plus half it square equation. By using this equation, S is equal to ut plus half at square equation, we will get the maximum height. So S means height of the projectile from the point of projection is equal to uyt plus half a parallel and t square. This is capital T. That is time of flight. By substituting the values, uy means u sine of alpha plus beta, and t is 2u sine alpha plus beta plus of a parallel means minus g sine beta into 2u sine alpha plus beta by g cos beta. By simplifying this equation, we get u square sine square alpha plus beta by g cos square beta. This is the required equation. Only cos not cos square, cos beta. 2g cos beta. Range of projectile. So range of projectile is equal to ux into time of flight. So r is equal to ux means u cos alpha plus beta into 2u sine alpha plus beta. This is only alpha by g cos beta. This is the equation refers to the horizontal range of the inclined plane projectile. Now from the top of the inclined plane, top of the inclined plane, a projectile is projected from the top of the inclined plane with an angle alpha then finally reaching to the ground. The above equations can be canvassed. Time of flight t is equal to 2u sine of alpha minus beta by g cos beta, and maximum height h is equal to u square sine alpha minus beta by g cos beta, 2g cos beta, and range is equal to 2u square sine alpha minus beta into cos beta by g cos beta. Results. Standard results for projectile motion on inclined plane. Standard results on inclined plane projectile. So we have to take up of the plane, up the plane, next down the plane. Number 1, in this range, if you want to write the range in up of the plane is 2u square sine alpha into cos alpha minus beta by g cos beta. Here 2u square sin alpha into cos alpha plus beta by g cos beta. Next one is time of flight. Time of flight is 2u sin alpha minus beta by g cos beta. Next 2u sin alpha plus beta by g cos beta. Next maximum range. Maximum range. So when you will get the maximum range, the angle of projection is pi by 4 minus beta by 2. So therefore the range is u square by here u square by g into 1 plus sin alpha. Here pi by 4 plus beta by 2. So that implies u square by g into 1 minus sin alpha.